Minnesota home explosion.
Plus a call to action for kids in need. The United Way school supply drive needs some help and fast. But first, we begin with local breaking news this morning. One man is recovering in a Fargo hospital after authorities say he was hit by a pickup near Perham, Minnesota. The crash report says it happened along Highway 10 just after midnight today.
The Minnesota State Patrol says 25-year-old Giovanni Winters of Illinois was walking on the major highway when he was hit by that pickup. The pickup was driven by 33-year-old Dustin Tiggis of Sobeka, Minnesota. The report says Winters was under the influence of alcohol at the time of that crash. New this morning, the Minnesota State Patrol says alcohol was involved in another deadly crash involving a Detroit Lakes woman. Troopers say 19-year-old Wishana Mosley was driving the car that left the road near I-35 in St. Paul early yesterday morning.
She was hurt, but Shada Barlow of Minneapolis was killed in that crash. New information this morning on a Minnesota house explosion. Police now confirm one person is dead and 2 others are hurt after that blast in Princeton. The explosion reduced the structure to rubble with debris strewn about in a wide area.
Neighbors say the blast happened around noon yesterday and it sounded like a sonic boom. The victim is a man in his 80s. His son and granddaughter, they're in the hospital. There's no word yet on the cause of that explosion.
Let's get a check now of our first alert storm team forecast, and already it's hot and humid when you walk out the door, Summer.
Absolutely, Lisa. It is muggy. It's warm outside and mostly cloudy to start your Friday. Here's a live look at our Grand Forks Home of Economy Skycam. Not a lot of sun to start our day, but that might be a good thing when it comes to our severe potential later on. I'll get to that in just a second. But let's look at these temperatures. 76 degrees at this hour in both Devil's Lake and in Fargo, 72 in Grand Forks, 73 in Detroit Lakes, 80 degrees down in Sisseton, South Dakota. And look at our humidity values. 85% in Fargo, 94% in Detroit Lakes and Wahpeton, closer to 100% for Langdon, Valley City, and Oaks. Due to rain showers in the vicinity, just some light passing showers across eastern North Dakota. We've had a few rumbles of thunder, strikes of lightning as it approached Valley City, and a couple lightning strikes way up north of Hallock as well, but these are not severe. Storms are expected to redevelop along a cold front later this afternoon and evening, so we have a first alert weather day for a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe. This encompasses our entire region with the main impacts damaging wind gusts and very large hail. The tornado threat is on the low side, but it is not zero for your Friday evening. Large hail, we could see those stones up to 1.5 inches in diameter or golf ball size or ping pong ball size, and wind gusts exceeding 70 to 75 miles per hour. Localized flooding also not out of the question. A few things you can do to prepare for this wind: secure your patio and outdoor furniture. Those cushions go a-flying. Put the garbage can and your car in the garage. Tie down the trampoline and prepare for power outages if wind knocks down those power lines. A look through your hour-by-hour forecast shows a few lingering showers throughout the morning and early afternoon, but here comes that cold front. So near the dinner time hour, 5, 6 o'clock, seeing those storms blossoming in northeastern North Dakota. And as that front sinks down to the south and east, it becomes more linear and seeing a wind threat before things quiet down late tonight and during the overnight hours into your morning. But sending you out the door for your Friday morning, temperatures warm, things are feeling humid and mostly cloudy. We're on our way to near 90 degrees by this afternoon, and it's remaining hot all week long. Lots of 80s and 90s in the forecast, and only a couple chances for some showers and thunderstorms. Not looking like any widespread chances for rain.
All right, Summer, good to hear that some folks might be getting rain, not so good on the storm.
Right. Thank you, Summer.
A brazen act all caught on camera. A Fargo family is the latest victim of a catalytic converter theft, and it happened in broad daylight. That's in Riverwood. That's a neighborhood in North Fargo. And a neighbor there, they taped the thief in the act.
Yeah, you can see the man get under the car numerous times to steal the converter. He was actually using an electric saw. The victim wants people to be aware that no matter where you live, it can happen to you.
So if he's dumb enough to do this in broad daylight, he would be willing to do this at any point in time. So I literally just want him off the street.
Now remember, you can get your catalytic converter marked at a number of auto shops around the FM area.
The initiative started in April and can help identify a stolen converter when the thief tries to sell it. A daycare fire in Moorhead has turned deadly. 62-year-old Robert Blue died Wednesday from injuries suffered in a fire at a home daycare earlier this week.
The fire forced the evacuation of a daycare provider and several children who were in the house at the time. Luckily, none of those children were hurt. Police say the home is only used as a daycare and no one lives there. Investigators say the fire appears to have started in a second-floor kitchen. We aren't ready to quite talk about it, but we all know that it's coming. We're talking school starting and school supplies.
The United Way needs your help getting those supplies to kids in need. The Valley Today's Brian Sherrod joins us live this morning with some really easy ways, Brian, that people can help out.
Well, good morning, Jordan and Lisa. That's exactly right. I know kids aren't ready to hear the S word, which is school, just yet, but these school supplies are going to be helpful. And of course, I'm here with Tiffany McShane to talk all about helping. Thank you for being here with me this morning. You know, when we talk about United Way getting involved with just even getting these backpacks for school supplies, why is it so important that you guys are involved?
You know, one of our bold goals at United Way is to prepare children to succeed. So the backpack program is one way that we can do that. But our primary goal is to provide resources to families to help lift them out of poverty and be on a successful path, both for themselves as parents and then their families.
Okay, so as people talk about people getting themselves involved, what is the best way for people to give back?
You know, today the best way for you to give back would be to stop by the Shields Arena and drop off some supplies before the end of the day. Or if you're unable to stop by, you can give $20, provides an entire backpack like this for a child in our community, and you can do that right on our website.
Okay, so when it comes to, of course, the locations, what are some of those drop-off times? That's the cutoff times.
Today we need all supplies by 3 p.m. so we can start counting and make sure we have what we need to pack backpacks next week.
Well, perfect. Of course, thank you, Tiffany, for being here with me this morning. And, you know, you can go on valleynewslive.com. I have all the details on there about how you can give and how you can help, and also the drop-off times as well.
Brian Sherrod reporting live for us this morning. Thank you for that update. And we have a traffic alert for a busy South Fargo road. The North Dakota DOT is starting work on the 45th Street Interchange Bridge over I-94 today.
Crews will be foam jacking the approach panels and installing expansion joints. Drivers, they should expect some lane closures, delays, and reduced speeds in that area. And you might have seen it. If you didn't see it, you definitely heard it, and you'll get another chance to see and hear it all again today. The Blue Angels, they roared over the FM Metro as they get a feel for the sky and they practice for this weekend's air show. The lineup includes Fargo native Brian Kesselring, who is the Blue Angels flight leader.
There are numerous other flying acts as well as static displays. The air show is slated for tomorrow and Sunday. The show starts at 11 both days. If you want more details, just head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. And here's a wild story that we're working on for you today. Baby on board. We heard on the police scanner early this morning that a woman gave birth presumably on her way to the hospital.
Dispatchers were rushing an ambulance to near mile marker 55 on I-29. That's near Oxbow after getting a call that the mom gave birth in a Chevy Silverado. Now we're hoping that everyone is doing okay. And hey, if you know who this is, reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you. Let's get the answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Question: our favorite childhood memory for 43% of adults is this.
I would agree with this. One of my favorites, watching cartoons. Remember, the Valley Today continues right now on the Fargo CW.